Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia, on Warranjoy, Woiwurrung, traditional land for the iceHQ Women's Pro League. It's round 3, game 2, the Inferno in the white against the Snipers in the blue. I'm Carl Brewer, and welcome back. We're very delighted to have you with us here this afternoon is Anton Goss. Thank you, Gossy, for making it back from whatever it is you've been doing with work and coming back here to do the important stuff. Tonight is the third time these two teams have met. In round 1, the Inferno won 3-0 over the Snipers. Mahoney with 2 and Crawley with 1, and Crawley's was a ripper. And in round 2, the Snipers reversed the situation, winning 3-1. Kulak with 2 and Conlon with a sneaky goal when the just as the Inferno pulled the goalie, and it was a bit of bad timing there, unfortunately for them. Conlon getting a really nice goal just as she came out of the penalty box. But Carson for the Inferno getting a sneaky ripper too, which just shows how well Carson can manipulate time and space to score that goal. Gossy, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, I remember both these games. I remember that first game that the Snipers were able to beat the Inferno goes back to actually the first time they scored this season. So the Snipers started off being shut out 2 games in a row, one of those being that 3-0 game where Mahoney really had her breakout game, scoring both goals that she scored so far this season.
Yeah, she had a good game, that one, that's for sure.
And then on the flip side, you look over on the Snipers, and it was a complete opposite. Krulak got 2 goals. Their team leading goals right there. But that's really all that they've been able to do. They've been able to snap a result off one another, but they haven't been able to sniff the dogs. It'll be really interesting to see what happens tonight, as I know we got a couple ins that are a bit new to the team compared to some weeks prior.
Well, we do have Christina Julian back after a break too, so it's fantastic to have her playing for the Inferno. I think one of the big differences that we've seen throughout this league is in goal. Janelle Carson has been an absolute brick wall. She's saving .940, which is outstanding. Well and truly better than all of the other goalies, certainly here this evening. Jade Davis-Stoke with .857, Gargano with .731. She got lit up. And Slade Baker with .837. So Carson is way ahead in terms of goalie statistics and is making such an enormous difference to these teams. I don't think it's their defence that really lets them down, though. Gossy, what's the thing that these two teams need to be able to do?
Well, I think you mentioned goaltending is the backbone of the team, but I think both teams are just needing to generate offense, right? They need to get pucks to the net. They need to get bodies in front of the goaltenders, because if you look at the only other goalie that doesn't play on either of these teams, you go over and look at Kayla Best. She's what, .971 save percentage?
Yep, she's doing pretty well too.
I think Taylor Lester as well, .912. So they really need to get in the eyes, because I'm telling you, as a goaltender myself, if you can see the puck, you can stop it. But if you can't see it, it makes it all so much more difficult. So if I were the Snipers looking at the Inferno team, I'd be wanting to get the puck deep. We want to get bodies in front. If you go back to that first goal that they scored this season, it was off a rebound that had come out and was able to tap that one in.
The big thing they need to do is they need to have a bit more of a shooting mentality. And I'm going to point the finger here a little bit at the Inferno, and in particular Lucy Parrington. We know she can score goals. She hasn't been doing it. She's been doing a lot of playmaking, a lot of passing. I'd really like to see her take a few more shots on the net and see if she can sneak a couple past the goalie. We know she can do it. She's everywhere, and she's such an incredibly important playmaker for the Inferno. But I think it's time she tickled the twine, and she just hasn't been taking those shots. She's been looking too much for the pass. And I get it, you want to make the plays, but at the same time, get a little bit hungry. Score a few goals, get your team up, and I think that'll make a big difference.
Well, I mean, and Julian's going to help with that. She led the team last year for the Inferno, 5 goals, 7 points. But I think as well, when you think about shooting, you always want to shoot to score, but you can also shoot to set up as well.
Exactly.
And actually understanding what you have in your toolbox. I mean, too often we've seen so far this season a weak shot from the blue line that just trickles in on the goaltender and they just cover it up. If you're going to shoot something on net, make sure it's hard. Make sure you're forcing the goalie to control that rebound to give yourself more opportunities.
And away you go,
right?
and then you have the players going and crashing. And it's the oldest cliche in the sport, of course. You've got to get shots on the net and you've got to get them in hard wherever they are, but down low is going to jait your rebound. I'd really like to see too for the Snipers. I think Sarah Dash can do more than we've seen. She's been pretty effective but hasn't been able to break through yet. And I think she may well have a chance to this evening. So watch her to shine as well. And also Yang Ningnan, who should show us some more from the Snipers as well.
We are now underway in the masked marauders of the evening. We got Janelle Carson in the one end and Liv Gargano getting her second opportunity here for the Snipers. And the Snipers are in, and it's with Dash, just dropping that in front, looking for Danny Howe, but the Inferno able to get that up towards the point. Captain Georgia Moore shovels that deep. There's a battle between Stringer and Dash there in the corner, and it comes out into the slot area, and a nice job by Lucy Parrington to steal that off the stick of Dash, and the race is now on, and Courtney Mahoney beats that out for the Inferno. Behind the net, in front, shoots, and a save there by Gargano. Wide open was Braun Cashin, and she wasn't able to cash in on that one.
I think Cashin would be ruining that one. It was a golden opportunity.
Another shot, rebounds loose, and they score! Courtney Mahoney gets her third goal against the Snipers. First one tonight, and their Inferno are out to a 1-0 lead early here in the first period.
We'll see this on the replay. I think there might have been a bit of a screen there. I'm not sure that Jade saw that one coming. Certainly the first save when Cashin came in and got that shot away, and probably just fluffed it a little bit. And then this one, I think it goes straight through the 5-hole. I'm not sure she saw it coming at all. No, it's a rebound in front. It's that player in front of the net owning that space that, as you say, Gossy, you create the rebounds, you create the opportunities. If you're there to take advantage of it, sometimes the goals are found.
Must have been listening to the keys to the game. A nice hard shot from the point. Got on that rebound, and Court Mahoney with her third goal of the season and third against the Snipers. But the Snipers here looking to get back early as they quickly as they forecheck here and shovel that behind the net. First to it is going to be Yang Min Ram as she's tied up there by Carson.
Steph Conlon too doing a good job of making space in front of the net.
Oh, and a little bouncer there by Raimondo, but not much power on that one. Shoveled that into the corner, and the Inferno now looking to get it out through Mendham. Back to Raimondo. She shovels that back behind the net. First two, it's going to be Blondin, but coming in hard off the bench there is young man Yang Min Ram. Pucks with Krulak. She had 2 goals against the Inferno, and they're winning it. Come right out there to Conlon, but she was able just to get that back to the point. Shot by Ryland. Deflects into the corner. Conlon and Blondin now just battling there, and with it is Conlon.
Some great sustained zone time at the moment.
Back to Ryland.
Snipers with a great chance now, but finally the Inferno managed to clear it out of the zone, driving it up through the net Mendham, and she manages to clear the zone and get the puck out, but now it's stuck in the neutral zone.
Puck kept in there by Ryland, now just waiting for a change, and it hits a skate there and nearly called for too many players, but quick job there by the Inferno, dropped to Parrington, shovels it back down to the goal scorer, Mahoney, who threw that one in front and nearly found her teammate, but instead bounces all the way down the ice.
Mahoney made that whole play with a nice breakout earlier too, and she found Parrington, and Parrington had a stick ready for the shot, but just couldn't quite make the connection they wanted.
Jakowitz hard on the forecheck there. She's got her famous blue helmet here for the Snipers. She's patrolling the slot area as her teammates just keep that behind the net. Court Mahoney has it on her stick, rims it around. It's looking for Poppy Kelly, who just left that one behind her and does eventually get it up to Parrington, who's going to wait for her teammates to progress.
Parrington doing a beautiful job of just making some space. She saw she had no options, so she circled back around and just waited for her teammates to move up. Beautiful play there, Lucy Parrington.
In her own zone, Parrington now head up, just directing traffic, and what a pass up to Mahoney, who's in alone on a breakaway, shoots, oh, and misses the net, a golden opportunity to double the tally for the Inferno. Goes awry, and it's now Jakowitz for the Snipers, who battles that in the back corner.
That one went high over Jade's
Gargano.
shoulder. Gargano's in net, sorry. It went high over Gargano's shoulder, but it also missed the net, unfortunately, for the Inferno.
So there's Dash just chipping that forward. It's off the stick of Pickering, so no ice. First to it is the big, strong defender, Dutton.
We may have 2 minutes here, delay the game, unless it was a deflection off the stick. The puck did go out.
Yeah, referee Mark Farello calling that a penalty, but I think everyone on the ice knows that went off the glass.
Now, the rule is if you're not exactly sure what happens, if a defending player plays the puck out of their zone and it hits the net without deflecting off something else first, it's a 2-minute penalty for delay the game.
Good,
in this case, it has deflected off something else before it's hit the net, and so no penalty on the Inferno.
Yeah, good on Briar Johnson there, who saw that, just to come over and let Farello know that. Yeah, maybe he didn't see it right. Here we are. So pucks come back there to Raimondo, who just pins it in. It's the 217s, Cashin and Bella battling with one another, and Raimondo gets it in, but not for long as it comes out, and here comes Christina Julian. First time on the puck, shoots. Oh, and a save there, Gargano, Cashin, and another save, Gargano. Christina Julian with her first touch of the puck this season nearly goes down for a goal, but a gargantuous save by Liv Gargano down the other way. But here comes the speedy Canadian. Julian, shot, Save Gargano, and she covers up. So what a start for Christina Julian, fresh in her first game of the season. But the big Liv Gargano makes a couple saves to keep this game 1-0.
Well, there were some superb opportunities there. You can just see the speed difference. Julian comes absolutely flying around. It's like she's got an extra 5 yards of space and just makes space out of nowhere. And a beautiful puck handling skill as well, creating great opportunities. But not quite able, as you say, Gossie, to get past Gargano on this occasion.
So Inferno got it with Mahoney. It chips out in the neutral zone. First to it will be Krulak, leading scorer here for the Snipers. Krulak takes it wide, takes a shot, toe save, rebound, and the stick lift there by Mahoney on dash. Saved a sure goal, and now Mahoney comes the other way. Mahoney winds, shot, and just misses the net again.
Inferno a little bit lucky to get away with there. A bit slow on the back check. They let the Snipers come through with a bit too much time and space.
Dash chips it up there for Conlon. Lucy Parrington's there, but a nice job by Conlon to keep that on the attack. She'll go into the corner up against Blondin, uses her body to keep the puck and just rims it over to the other side for Krulak. Now with it, Krulak looking to get it back to the point. A good stick by Mahoney, and it's a 2-on-1 now. The experienced Georgia Moore back for the Snipers, and that one just goes offside as Tanya Crawley and
now watch this back check.
Court Mahoney just not able to connect.
Watch the back check there by Moore. She reads the situation. There's a 2-on-1. She's not going to the puck carrier. She's cutting off the passing lane and making sure that the Inferno don't have it all the way, and she forces the error without even having to touch the puck. That's just experience and readership and reading the game there. Outstanding play there by Georgia Moore. That's
one of those plays when you're on the attack. You want to just skate the puck over the blue line before you make any passes and just make sure you get your team on side. So the Snipers live again. It's been lots of opportunities here for the Inferno, but the Snipers coming in for their chance, and just offside there was...
That was Minram Young, who was trying desperately not to go offside. She jumped in the air and tried to throw her skates back to make it work. But I think in the end there was just a couple of millimetres in it, but the millimetres were the wrong way, and she was caught offside.
So face-off won by Yang Minram there, and first to it, though, here is Alita Jakowicz. Keeps it away from Mendham, who just pins it up against the wall in front of the Sniper bench. Ramundo now chips it up to Minram, who evades the first check, comes to break on into the inside, and a shot there on her own net, it looked like, by Amanda Dixon, but I think she was just shoveling that behind the net, keeping it away from Jasmine Mayer. Mendham just missed that one. Ramundo intercepted it, but Poppy Kelly comes in and stole the puck off her stick. Alita Jakowicz strong on the puck, able to keep that to the outside, and pinning it there are the Inferno. Snipers not able to get it out. It's picked up here by Mendham. Backhands that, looking for Kelly, but that's intercepted by Alita Jakowicz.
Jakowicz now with a little bit of time. Reverses play around the back of the net. She was cut off.
Pinned there, Minram on Mendham. That's a tongue twister. Gets it over to Ramundo, who rims it around over for Jakowicz. Alita looking to center that one right to Minram, and she's 1-on-3 right now and does the smart play and shovels that deep while her teammates change.
And you notice she waited till she crossed that red line, giving the Snipers the opportunity to get a change without an icing.
Poppy Kelly looking for the stretch pass. It was intercepted there by Harvey.
Stringer was looking for Parrington, but it was beautifully picked off. Nice into work there. Sarah Dash, who drives in. Really looking forward to see a big one from her. If she can fire tonight,
well done there,
Snipers will be a big chance.
Moore kept that in. The captain takes a shot and hit that right into Stringer, who makes a smart play just to chip that up to Kelly. Looked in front for Parrington, and it's intercepted now by Mahoney. Parrington going to the net. She's asking for the shot on. Finds it, but stick lift there by the veteran, Georgia Moore.
What a beautiful poke check there, too, by Sarah Dash. So great hand-eye coordination. Cutting that puck off in the air in the pass and just denying the opportunity.
Cashin in the corner here. Rims it over to the far side corner, just out of the reach of Parrington. Harvey is going to pin up Parrington, who falls down to her knees, but Sarah Dash came in and will collect it for the Snipers and rim that up. Carson chips that deep. Julian Wines shot and saved there by Gargano again. Another shot, but she fanned on that one, and it couldn't find its way on net. So 3 big saves by Gargano on Julian so far this game.
And that time the Snipers will all be brought back on the ice. They were trying to relieve the pressure and dump the puck down the other end, but unfortunately for them, they played the puck on their side of the red line, and it crossed the goal line. Unfortunately for them, they're brought back. No change. There'll be some tired legs. Opportunity now for the Snipers. So the Inferno to get one back, the one to get another one up with the sniper stuck out on the ice with tied legs, fresh legs for the Inferno.
So face off here by
Sarah
Dash.
won that one as she desperately needed to. She knew it.
Puck's there. Backhand, another save. Gargano there on Julian. Fourth save on Julian. Julian's all over it, just can't score.
Gargano is on fire this evening. She's made some really nice saves already. We're only 7 minutes to go in the first and already 9 shots on the net.
Puck's out now, and the sniper is looking just to send that down the length of the ice in full sail change. Back is Carson. Going cross ice, intercepted there by Krulak and blocked by the captain, Carson. It's picked up there by Conlon, though. Gives it back to Ryland. Tried to chip that in, and first to it was Blondin, who's going to get it over for Cashin.
So an uncharacteristic area there from Carson, playing that risky cross ice pass out of D. And he did get intercepted by the snipers, and as a result, sustained pressure.
Puck's there on Minram. She chips it back there for Krulak. She had a little bit of a look, and in comes Blondin. Krulak tried to center that for Conlon, but it's stolen by Mahoney. Already 1 goal so far tonight. She takes it wide. She's 1-on-4. So we'll be forced just to wait for her teammates to come back, but that was enough time to allow Conlon to come in and steal that right off her stick.
You might be wondering why that happened. The Inferno had been stuck in defense for a while. They needed the change.
Krulak's going to the net, and Conlon gets stood up there by Parrington and has some space here. It looks like Conlon might be a little bit ginger getting up there in the corner, but here comes Court Mahoney, 1-on-3. Nice move. Forehand, backhand shot. Saved by Gargano.
Just winding back a little bit to that play earlier between Parrington and Conlon. It was pretty physical going up the boards, and I think Parrington just managed to get in the way, just showing her experience. She's not the same size as Conlon, but she's tough and smart, and did the right thing in terms of just putting her body in the way and denying that opportunity down the other end, which ultimately meant that Mahoney got away and very nearly got another one for the Inferno.
Yeah, after that early goal on Gargano, she's been big, stopping some grade A scoring opportunities, but the shot's 10-3 so far here late in the first.
Yeah, the snipers do need to get their puck down the other end and actually get shots on. They've had time, but they haven't been able to convert it into shots.
So here's Julian battling, gets it away there from Harvey, centers it, and just out of the reach there, Amendum, as the puck comes all the way out into the neutral zone. Snipers regroup in their own zone as the Inferno forced to tag up. It's Sarah Dash now who'll just backhand that in and go chase it.
Dash with good pressure. She got past Kelly, but couldn't get past the rest of the Inferno defense on her own.
Julian, though, picks that one up. Coming back hard was the experienced Moore, and she gets it right back on her stick, fumbles it briefly, but then does well just to clear that into the neutral zone.
Moore was looking to get that pass up to Jasmine Mayer, but couldn't quite get through the Inferno forecheck.
It's kept in, and here's Julian walking out, takes a shot, and she scores! Christina Julian, welcome back to the Pro Winter League as she finally puts one past Gargano, and the Inferno now lead 2-0 here late in the first period.
See this on the replay. You'll see how much room she gets and gets that really prime scoring opportunity. If you look at heat map of where goals are scored, it's from that high slot position. And not an awful lot a goalie can do, just trying to take care of everything. In the end, it looks like it went through the 5-hole. And there you go. A lot of power on that shot. Not much you could do to stop it.
Smart move there by Julian. Goal scorer's goal, coming out off the out of the wing and shooting back in the direction that you came. Always a sneaky way to try to score on a goalie that might be moving a little too fast left to right. So Gargano, after some massive saves to keep it at 1-0, finally lets one in on Julian on her 5th shot of the game. And
Harrington there with the absolute stick on a magnet on her stick there, keeping their puck. She's managed to keep it away from 3.
She takes it in now, chips it back there for Mahoney. Looked to kick it up to her stick, but it was intercepted, and Danny Howe now will just shovel that into the far side, and the race is on between Pickering and Dutton.
Very nearly an icing there, but Dutton got to it just before it crossed the line.
Ryland now chips it up to Pickering, not able to get any purchase on that one, so it comes right onto the stick of Dutton. She'll go cross ice over for Cashin, who'll skate in on Raimondo. They got Parrington crashing the net, a great block there by Raimondo, but Mahoney picked up that loose puck only momentarily as the Inferno eventually get that out through Ryland. Taking a tumble there is Mahoney. It's squirts out into the neutral zone. First to it is Minram, who'll shovel it up looking for Krulak. Ramundo keeps it away from Mahoney, and Dash now shovels that forward, and it's a 2-on-2 here. Krulak drops for Dash. Dash winds, pump fake, and a big save there by Carson to give away no rebound as well.
That was a great save there. Carson Dash in an absolutely perfect place to score the goal. Tried to fake her out and make her commit early, but it didn't work. And Carson, as we know, has been an absolute brick wall and adds to her tally. She hasn't had to make too many saves, but that one was a good one.
Julian chips that forward, and here she comes with speed. She's got Amanda Dixon with her. Julian shoots, and a save there by Gargano. Krulak now picked up that rebound, and she blasts through the neutral zone. Dash now looking for Krulak and just out of her reach. She'll get there first in the corner, though, and chip that over to the far corner. Julian will get there first with Conlon looking to pounce. Krulak now on Carson, who shovels that over for Crawley. A great pinch there by Ramundo. Krulak with the backhand and the rebound there.
Georgia Moore's activated in from D. She made a big play and just denied
Fails to the slot, a save! Huge save by Carson there on Krulak, as that was grade A opportunity there on the loose puck.
It was a great play earlier too. I think it was Carson who not Carson, was Moore who shut down that previous Inferno attack and turned it into that Buta counter-attack, and then she was involved in the attack that created that opportunity. So fantastic play so far by Moore.
All over the ice there, and that was Moore again stopping that opportunity, and now Conlon playing defense. And a move from Julian. Julian out shoots and just shot that one high and wide. Jackwitz just backhands it up looking for Dash. It's kept in by Parrington, intercepted by Conlon, who's going to wind and shoot that one all the way on net. Always a dangerous one if you're a goaltender.
It's one of those tricky little bounces. It's shot from 3/4 of the rink away. You'd think there's no way, but it's those ones you think no way that sometimes they go.
So last chance saloon here, 30 seconds remaining. It's Court Mahoney with speed, cutting wide, centering there for Kelly, and just out of her reach.
Kelly was definitely in the right place, just couldn't quite get onto it.
Kept in there by the Inferno, and it's back on the stick of Court Mahoney. Mahoney looking to shoot that one on it, hit a skate and went wide.
That was Maya's skate that just got that one tangled up and broke up the attack. We've just got 10 seconds to go now in the period, stuck on a board battle, and we are going to have pucks all over the ice, but it's going to get broken out now by the Snipers. Just about to clear the zone, and we're about to get the siren, and in fact there it is. And at the end of the first, we have a 2-0 lead to the Inferno. 11 shots, Inferno 7 to the Snipers. So it started off mostly in favour of the Inferno. The Snipers not able to convert the shots, convert the pressure they had into shots on the net. But towards the latter half of that period, the Snipers really started to pick it up, and they got a couple of great opportunities and forced Janelle Carson to have to show everything that she's worth, including one absolutely fantastic attacking opportunity created by Conlon, who was very unlucky indeed not to get one past Carson. But we know just how good Carson is, and she has shown us. And it looks like Anton is going to pick up a quick chat now with Christina Julian. We'll have a bit of a chat with her when we're ready to go.
Hey, Carl, I'm here with Christina Julian. Obviously, welcome back to the Pro Winter League. We've missed you over the last few weeks, but what a way to get back. I mean, you were all over the ice tonight and so far, and finally got that goal. What's it like being back on the ice?
Yeah, it feels a bit rusty. You know, it's been a little bit. Got a bit of baby brain. I'm really tired, so it's a combination of things, but it's great to be out there. It's really fun to be back with the girls and getting into this Pro League, so yeah, it's been enjoyable so far.
Yeah, I think your speed was on display. For a second, we thought maybe Gargano was just going to have your number. She was making some big saves, but you were finally, still doing well, but you were finally able to walk out and put that in the corner. Obviously, looking at the standings, you guys, are working on, getting a chance to play against those Dogs. What do you think you'll be able to bring as some leadership onto the team after missing for the first half of the season?
Yeah, to be honest, I'm just going to come in and play with everything I got. I only have a couple more games left, and our goal is to make finals this year and hopefully win that championship. So I'm just going to take it one game at a time at this point, and hopefully, just the energy I try to bring to the team, people will build off of it, and hopefully we can make our way into finals.
Awesome. Well, it's a great start. The Inferno have been having trouble scoring, but you're one period in and one goal, so I'm sure they're going to be looking forward to having you. We'll only see the rest of the game. We'll cut back to you, Carl, and go chat with the girls, Christina. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kastrina and Gossi. It's one of the things that Christina said that she was a bit rusty coming back after a long break. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what she's like once she's buffed off that rust, because she showed us some pretty incredible behaviour, some pretty incredible skills and speed throughout that first period. We'll take a break now, and be back with you at the start of the second in around about 10 minutes. So we will see you then.
Confidence.
Where does it come from?
Why do some have it more than others?
How can young players find it?
How can beer leaguers get more of it?
How can pros keep it?
It comes from being 100% comfortable with your gear.
Because it's only when your gear feels just right.
Do you have the extra confidence to go all out and play to your fullest potential?
CCM knows that when you feel your best,
you play your best.
That's why they design, engineer, and test
the smallest details to feel just right.
So when you lace up your skates,
Put on your helmet,
Flex your stick.
or put on your pads,
You might not know why it feels right.
and that's okay. Just know that CCM does. And they got the art down to a science.
So now everyone can feel more comfortable wearing CCM gear.
And feel more confident in taking their performance to the next level. When you feel your best,
you play your best.
because when things feel just right,
Who knows where your best will take you?
This game is our canvas.
our choice, our freedom.
It's my way.
And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
It's the only way.
The ice doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't see color or gender.
All it sees is 60 minutes of pure effort.
A pure fun.
On the ice, we might be enemies. But in the end, we're all allies.
This game's for everyone.
No matter who you are,
No matter where we're from, we're all ready to hit the ice.
Confidence.
Where does it come from?
Why do some have it more than others?
How can young players find it?
How can beer leaguers get more of it?
How can pros keep it?
It comes from being 100% comfortable with your gear.
Because it's only when your gear feels just right.
Do you have the extra confidence to go all out and play to your fullest potential?
CCM knows that when you feel your best,
You play your best.
That's why they design, engineer, and test
the smallest details to feel just right.
So when you lace up your skates,
Put on your helmet,
Flex your stick.
or put on your pads,
You might not know why it feels right.
and that's okay. Just know that CCM does. And they got the art down to a science.
So now everyone can feel more comfortable wearing CCM gear.
And feel more confident in taking their performance to the next level. When you feel your best,
you play your best.
because when things feel just right,
Who knows where your best will take you?
This game is our canvas.
our choice, our freedom.
It's my way.
And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
It's the only way. The ice doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't see color or gender.
All it sees is 60 minutes of pure effort.
A pure fun.
on the ice, we might be enemies.
But in the end, we're all allies.
This game's for everyone.
No matter who you are,
No matter where we're from, we're all ready to hit the ice.
Confidence.
Where does it come from?
Why do some have it more than others?
How can young players find it?
How can beer leaguers get more of it?
How can pros keep it?
It comes from being 100% comfortable with your gear.
Because it's only when your gear feels just right.
Do you have the extra confidence to go all out and play to your fullest potential?
CCM knows that when you feel your best,
You play your best.
That's why they design, engineer, and test
the smallest details to feel just right.
So when you lace up your skates,
Put on your helmet, flex your stick.
or put on your pads,
You might not know why it feels right.
and that's okay. Just know that CCM does. And they got the art down to a science.
So now everyone can feel more comfortable wearing CCM gear.
And feel more confident in taking their performance to the next level. When you feel your best,
you play your best.
because when things feel just right,
Who knows where your best will take you?
And welcome back to iceHQ for the second period of this battle between the Snipers and the Inferno. The lead at the moment to the Inferno, 2-0 to the Snipers. Very interesting first period indeed. We saw a lot of intensity, some great play, and Christina Julian told us in the interview earlier on that she was a bit rusty. It's like, what's she going to be like when the rust is buffed off? Because she was on fire in that period. Absolutely fantastic for the Inferno, scoring one of their 2 goals so far. The other one scored by Gossie. It was
Court Mahoney.
Court Mahoney who got the second one. We're about to get underway in the second period. Can the Snipers get one back early and get themselves back in this game? Let's hope that they can. They're going to have to get past Janelle Carson, who has been absolutely a brick wall throughout this series in net for the Inferno. We're underway.
Yeah, only 7 shots in that first period, but some of them were high danger. And Liv Gargano, despite letting in 2, also made some big saves, notably 5 of them against Christina Julian, the rusty player. And here comes Court Mahoney, the youngster here, just takes that over the blue line. A great back check there by Minram. Not able to get the puck off her stick, though, and a seeing eye shot there, nearly deflected on net there by Parrington, but she'll instead go battling for it behind the net.
Parrington did a great job of just getting some space in front of the net there, unmarked. The Snipers didn't see her coming.
Now comes out a good stick lift there by Conlon, kept that away from Crawley, and Conlon just leaves that there for Raimondo to pick up there for the Snipers, still not able to get the puck out of the zone.
Just a little bit of a hesitation there by Tanya Crawley, didn't go back and pick up that puck.
Parrington gets it up to Mahoney, who's one-on-one now on Ryland. A great back check by Krulak, and here comes Minram the other way.
Krulak stick lift there, created that.
Minram winds and takes a shot blocked by Dutton. Picked up here by Conlon. She looked to center that. The puck's loose in the slot area, but picked up there by Mendham. Mendham was trying to stretch Julian, but Alita Jackwitz does a great job there to keep that one in. She throws that one on net and stopped there by Carson, who makes another save on the rebound there by Mayer.
Jackwitz with a good job of just getting a skate in the way. Didn't get as much on the shot as she would have liked, but it did go straight on the net. And that forces the goalie to make work, and if the goalie has to work, sometimes the goalie makes mistakes.
Jackwitz was first back for the Snipers, just shovels that back there for Harvey, who has it on her stick and not able to get that out as Christina Julian showing her hand-eye coordination. Nice little step back, still on her edges, takes it wide, winds, takes a shot, and that just went wide to the right. Boy, is she exciting to watch, and she has it on her stick again and just fanned on that one. And now the captain of the Snipers, Georgia Moore, skating down the other way. She's got Alita Jackwitz with her, but instead takes it wide, takes a shot on, and right into the chest of Carson as she gobbles that one up.
It was a good move there by Moore. She made a lot of space, but in the end, the shot fairly ineffective. It was a midsection shot to Carson, who was just going to swallow that one up. But
you can see on that CCM all-out replay, just the hands of Christina Julian able to twist and turn in the offensive zone, always dangerous. Keep an eye on her for the rest of the game.
She is a magician for sure.
So puck's deep in the offensive zone here for the Snipers. It's Pickering who will just rim that around over for Howe. Howe looked to center it, and it does eventually get to Pickering. Minram there gets hurt. The puck stolen off her stick, and here comes Court Mahoney. Mahoney over the blue line, drops it there for Parrington. Parrington shot and a blocking arm save there by Gargano.
Beautiful shot there, Parrington. She wasn't going to get the goal, but she did get the rebound. That's what you were talking about earlier, Gossie. Get the shot in hard and low, so the goalie has to make a save. And sometimes you spill those rebounds and you get sustained pressure.
Minram wasn't able to rim that one out, but she's been buzzing tonight here for the Snipers. She's been all over the ice and getting some great opportunities.
London doing a good job there on the blue line, just keeping that puck in and frustrating the snipers there. Pickering was looking to try and get it out, and Blondin did a great job of just corralling her.
Bella Raimondo twisting and turning away from Cashin. Shovels that one up for Howe, looking to give it to Mendrum, but stolen here by Parrington. Nice little toe drag. Looking for the shot now. Winding, deflected. Save. Puck's loose. Oh, boy, and Cashin nearly deflected that one in, but Gargano was able to make a save.
You can see Parrington looking for that line, trying to get that deflection off Cashin.
Puck high in the air. A bouncer there. Well, look a little bit more dangerous than it needed to be.
We thought that one was going to hit the roof of the rink, but instead it nearly hit the twine.
And here's Howe now sending that down the ice, but it deflected off a sniper stick, so icing waved off. The Inferno rimmed that around for Julian. She'll make a couple crossovers, find a little space, and now skate that out. Aaron pass will go wide, and it will go down the length of the ice as the linesman Norman Yan calls that one.
Norman Yan is Mr. Eddie everywhere, and he does a great job of keeping track of everything that's going on in just about every ice rink in the country. But there was that opportunity there. Cashin not quite able to get enough on it to get through, but it was a great opportunity. Parrington saw the opportunity and saw that possible deflection and just absolute vision through traffic. Great play there, Parrington.
So here we are, face-off won by the Inferno. It's rimmed up on the wall, kept in here by the snipers on the point. It's Harvey able to get it down for Krulak, and she just fanned on that one as she tried to walk out of the corner. Julian will pick that one up and twist and not be able to get that past Sarah Dash. Dash will just rim that back behind the net. Conlon goes in and pokes that back, but it's only onto the stick of the ever-present Christina Julian. Pinch there by Moore. She keeps it, the captain there of the snipers, looking to center, and it comes all the way back to Harvey, who's not able to get that deep, but dashing back on the back check, able to keep that in on the blue line and keep this attack alive for the snipers.
I think Harley was as surprised as everyone else that the puck came back to her, sort of shot out of nowhere. And, she was right in the right position to keep it in for the snipers and keep that sustained pressure.
Dixon, nice job just to knock that off the stick of Dash. It's Crawley now who gives it right back there to Dixon.
Mendham had to slam on the brakes there. She looked like she was, Mahoney had to slam on the brakes. Looked like she was going to be an opportunity, but couldn't do it. So the snipers broke up the charge.
Kulak rimmed that around, and it was Dash trying to just evade Poppy Kelly, but she did a great job. And Conlon just shovels down her
Conlon,
attacker there.
Good bit of physicality there on Mendham, and the referee we were watching the referee's hand for an interference penalty, but it wasn't paid.
So Conlon now behind the net, putting some good shoulder on shoulder, some legal contact. As we know, hockey's a contact sport. It's just non-checking here for the women.
As long as you're contesting the puck, it's okay.
Raimondo tried to throw that one on, and that went wide, and Dash now will battle there with Kelly. Good job by Parrington to come in to support Kelly, and now the puck will squirt out into the middle of the ice, but Stringer was able to get there first for the Inferno.
Inferno with a well-timed change, but they're going to be caught offside there. Just trying to get back on side was Justine Krulak, but unfortunately for her, as she was offside, the puck was played into her. It's an accidental offside, but it's still an offside, and as a result, they're brought back. It's interesting to see the Inferno running Tanya Crawley on wing and unfamiliar for position. She does feel a little bit lost there occasionally. But,
Raimondo fanned on that one, and you don't want to give it to Mahoney, who goes in and scores! Court Mahoney, a fortuitous steal off the stick of Raimondo, and she goes in alone on Gargano and makes no mistake for her second goal of the game and put the Inferno up 3-0 here in the second period.
One of the oldest cliches in the book is that hockey is a game of mistakes, and you won't see that one very often from the snipers. I think one of their most outstanding defensive players there. Unfortunately, Raimondo just couldn't quite get enough on the stick that she wanted to, and the Inferno will make her pay the price.
That goal is unassisted, and Court Mahoney gets her fourth goal of the season and fourth goal against the Snipers. If it was up to her, she'd play this team every single week. And here she is on the puck again, looking to center it to Parrington, who shot, and that just goes wide. A bounce right back into the slot area, picked up there by Mahoney. Looking to give it back to Parrington, kept in there by the captain, Carson. Mahoney not able to get it past Mayer. Blondin now takes a shot. Rebound there only momentarily as Gargano able to cover up with Parrington looking to pounce.
And what we're seeing here is some of that real aggressive play from Parrington that we've needed to see from her over the last few weeks. And I think she's decided up the ante a little bit, and she's really starting to wind some shots on too. Really good scoring opportunities there. And it was only an absolutely fantastic save there by Gargano that kept it out from a Parrington wrister that was an absolute beauty.
Gotta love the stance there by Norman Yan, getting really low, dropping that puck. for all you fans of the referees and linesmen back home. Here's Sarah Dash, though, coming the other way. Wines takes a shot, a great kick save to steer that into the corner by Carson. Moore activates off the point. Dash backhands that, stolen by Blondin. And Britt Mendham was cheating a bit, looking for the stretch pass, but the Snipers were able to keep that deep in the Inferno zone.
There was two there defensively. It was a great play by Pickering. She cut off the line and meant that the goaltender only had to worry about the one shot.
Mendham winds that, and a blocking arm save by Gargano. It steers that into the corner. Julian centers, and another big save by Gargano. Conlon lifts the stick of Blondin, and that puck will come out to the neutral zone, and Carson will just shovel that deep as her teammates were tagging up.
Carson with good wisdom there. She saw she was the last line of defence. Players making the change. Just dumps it in deep. Forces everyone to go back and have and get it.
Oh, nice pass there just off the skate of Pickering. It goes deep into the zone. The 222s will battle there in the corner. Pickering gets the puck out, but coming back to it was Dixon as she's pinned on the wall by the physical Steph Conlon, who's been all over the ice tonight.
Conlon's been playing an outstanding game so far this evening for the Snipers.
Kelly stretching it up, and Court Mahoney just put offside as that pass hit the skate of Raimondo and just got the timing off as Court Mahoney was thinking about her third breakaway and potentially hat-trick goal.
She knew it was on. She was right there for that stretch pass, but just a smidge on the wrong side of the blue line. It's right in front of us here in the commentary box, and we could see it. And we could see the look on her face as well. It's like, so close. But that's all it takes.
Minram here for the Snipers faces off against Parrington. It was won by Minram and then stolen by Dixon. Minram takes a tumble. Dixon not able to clear it past Raimondo. Kelly now pinned up. It does come out, but not out of the zone. And a strange deflection there off the defenseman, Ebony Rama, but Janelle Carson was able to kick that wide. Nearly some friendly fire there for the Inferno.
Carson didn't see that one coming. It was a very awkward deflection for her.
So Amanda Dixon now has the puck on her stick. Nice little move to evade that. Look to chip that forward and not able to get it out. Mahoney looking to reach it. Mindrum, though, has it on her stick. Look to center it off the skate there of Rama. Minram's now with it still, gets it back to Raimondo. Raimondo with a bouncer, deflected there by Minram, but wide. A rebound there by Krulak, not able to shovel that short side. And now Steph Conlon will work on the corner. Minram with a nice move to get it away from Parrington, but out comes Court Mahoney. One-on-one, now stretches it over to Parrington. Parrington, but a big pad save there by Gargano.
What a fantastic defensive Pickering on that back check, shutting down Parrington.
Kelly back to Mahoney. Great stick work there by Conlon. Stretches Krulak, and if she can get a step here, she might be able to evade Dixon. Goes for a tumble, but no hand up, so there'll be no penalty.
Parrington's got space.
And here she is. So she's one-on-one now with Moore. She takes that shot on and deflected into the corner there by Gargano.
Parrington, beautiful play there on the stretch, but unfortunately the whole team needed to change. So she had to pause and wait.
Jackwit's not able to control that one, and it's now picked up by Mendham, who'll look just to get the puck deep for the Inferno. Great stick there by the defense. Julian forced back here for the Inferno. She goes to Stringer, who just shovels that deep, and icing waved off. First to it is Raimondo looking to atone for that mistake on the third goal by the Inferno. And Cashin now wide. Julian scores! From on the goal line, Christina Julian gets her second of the night, and the Inferno now up by 4 after a great pass by Cashin.
It's a Leon Draisaitl sort of angle there for that shot there from Julian. Very, very tight indeed. Nothing at all that Gargano could do about that. She was just given too much space in that position. It was all set up by a really good 1-2-2 forecheck there by the Inferno, creating that pressure, and as a result, it allowed Julian to get space. And then they got the pass across to her, and there's nothing but net, but it was a really tight angle. What a superb shot. Rusty, what's she going to be like when the Rusty's gone?
Exactly. You can see that on that CCM all-out replay. She took the time to make sure she was able to get it into that open net area, and like a great leader she was, Georgia Moore was just there talking to Gargano saying, listen, there's nothing you can do on that one, kid. So the Inferno up by 4, have the puck as they look to enter the zone. Mendham just sent that wide, and now she'll turn to the bench and change. Snipers haven't really been able to muster much attack, and the Inferno just seem to be coming wave after wave.
They've had a couple of half-decent opportunities, but the Inferno's forecheck has been so aggressive and so effective. and their ownership through the neutral zone as well. And it's mostly, I've got to say, it's been Parrington. She has been outstanding in this period.
Jackwitz chases in here onto Dutton. Dutton able to rim it forward. Nearly could have been too many there, but Minram off the bench. Minram with a shot high and pinned to the chest there by the blocking arm of Janelle Carson as she makes her 14th straight save of the game.
So this individual play by Minram, she jumps straight off the boards, manages to get catch the puck in the air and to convert that puck into a scoring opportunity, which was an absolute ripper. She's going to score some goals eventually, Minram.
Face off one here by the Inferno. Shovels it over, but first to it are the Snipers. Shovel deep. Krulak battles there. Pickering goes to the net. Minram goes into the high slot area, and Krulak just tries to keep it away from Blondin. Comes back to the point. Shot. Fanned on it, and now with speed is Court Mahoney. In on Raimondo. Takes it wide. Mahoney comes in again. Poke save. And a save there. Gargano as Court Mahoney nearly went through 4 defenders of the Snipers.
In the end, it was a desperation back check by the Snipers. They got enough numbers back to shut down that rebound opportunity. It was a great one, but the Snipers were back in numbers, and that made the difference.
Pickering had the puck knocked off her stick, and Court Mahoney now stretches over for the captain, Carson. A rare offensive journey here for Carson. Cuts it back there for Crawley. Still on her stick. Back to the point now with Carson. Goes deep, looking for Crawley. Picked up by Raimondo, though, as she's watched here by Dixon. Crawley wins that one. Julian calls for it, and that bounced just off her stick as she was looking for the hat trick.
It was a great chance there, but Julian, the pass to her wasn't quite where it needed to be for the one-timer she was trying to get. She's got another chance now. Two in front of her.
Couple crossovers here. Comes in with speed. Just drops that over for Parrington. It goes all the way through the slot and now collected here by Krulak. Krulak dumps that, and there's a deflection, so the race is on now. Rama and Conlon. Conlon uses her body there to pin and take the space. Great job there, still on her feet. Able to keep the puck, waiting for her teammates to come in for support, and no one there, and finally able to shovel that over into the corner.
So Rama had won the race back to that puck, but Conlon still managed to take it off her. She's also having a superb game. The physicality from her is outstanding. She's on the ragged edge of what you're allowed to do, but as long as you stay on the right side of that ragged edge, it's okay.
I was going to say she's probably the best in the league at doing it. She just knows how to use her body to take the space away from the defenders on that forecheck, and she's won a number of battles so far this game doing just that. But here the Inferno are on the attack now, already up by 4. Puck centered by Dixon, but stolen there by Dash as she curls back, looking for some options out of the zone.
A nice fake there by Dash. She saw that that entire side was blocked up, so she reversed the play. Good vision.
Julian curling in her zone, 2 goals so far tonight. It's 2 for her and 2 for Mahoney. And here comes Dixon. Puck sent in on Gargano, who leaves it open, and whistle not gone, and that might have been a mistake, but a hell of a save. Oh, she made up for it as she created that grade A scoring opportunity by lifting her glove off the stick, but able to make the big blocking arm save on that grade A opportunity.
It was an absolute giveaway goal there for the Inferno. They just couldn't quite get it in. There was nothing but net. But, as you say, Gossie, goalie got a hand in the way.
So here it is, Moore stretching up for Jackwitz, able to shovel that deep. Puck comes down to Dash. Watched there by Kelly. Kelly eventually steals that one and gets it over to Dixon. Court Mahoney comes in the last minute of play, able to get the puck.
Racing back to it now. Parrington being pressed tightly by Jackwitz. She's looking to play it up the ice, but puck still very deep in the corner, trying to play the puck out now. Finds Mahoney. Mahoney gets it back up, and another pass across to Stringer, who fires it on the net, looking for a lot of traffic in front of the net for the deflection, but it wasn't on. Jackwitz now shovels it up high, but unfortunately for her, it only goes across to the back-checking Blondin. So Stringer plays it up ice, catches the referee, Normie Yan there, gets tangled up in his feet, and Yang tries to play it out. But breaking out now for the last chance is Mahoney, who fires and scores. Courtney Mahoney, with just 20 seconds to go in the second, finds room down the side and gets it over the shoulder of the despairing grasp of Gargano and scores the 5th goal for the Inferno with just fractions of this period to go, and with just 5 seconds to go. We will not be getting this last face-off. We'll be going to the second intermission. And what an absolute ripper there. You'll see this on the replay. What a terrific piece of play there by Mahoney. She had space down the side, got around everyone, and finish it off beautifully over the shoulder of Gargano. We'll be cutting over to an interview in just a few moments, but to bring you up to speed, if you're not aware of it already, the score 5-0 to the Inferno at the end of the second. Shots on the net so far, 21 to the Inferno, 13 to the Snipers. Snipers have created opportunities and had some great play, and in particular, we've seen some magnificent work by Steph Conlon, but they have not been able to get anything past Carson yet. They would dearly like to do so, but we will have an interview in just a second, and it looks like we've got Courtney Mahoney or possibly Janelle Carson. We'll know in just a second. I think it looks like Anton has Courtney Mahoney for an interview, and we are ready to go.
Alrighty, Carl, I'm here with the hat-trick hero, Court Mahoney. How's the game going so far?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think the girls are doing pretty well. We're just sticking to what the coach said, and it's proven out there, so yeah.
Yeah, going into the game, a lot was said about, you know, you guys and the Snipers not able to score some goals, right? You guys having trouble putting the puck in the net. But do you know how many goals you have so far this season?
More than 3?
Yeah, more than 3, that's right. You have 5 goals, and they've all come against the Snipers. So it seemed to be the team you love to go against. Obviously up 5-0, game's looking pretty good for yourselves. What do you do to kind of make sure you guys stay in it and keep that intensity high?
I think it's just one of those, like, just put it in deep, work them hard. Like, we've been proving that our neutral zone's pretty good today, so just keep grinding and see what happens.
Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to seeing what the rest of the game is. You're absolutely flying out there, and it looks like getting Christina Julian back has been good too. She's flying as well. It's only up for the Inferno as we start to go to the end of the season. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Carl.
Thank you very much, Courtney and Gossie, for that quick chat. And it's going to be interesting to see the third. Can the Inferno maintain the intensity that they're going to need to keep the Snipers out? The Snipers would like to get back on and never count them out. They've got plenty of goal scorers in that team when they get the chance. Dash has had a couple of A-grade chances, and so too Kulak. We know she can score goals. And Minram, well, it's just a matter of time. I can't help but think that she's going to get stuff, and if they can get Steph Conlon involved in it as well, then we know that they can score goals. The last time these two teams played, the Snipers did win at 3-1. So this is by no means a foregone conclusion. The third period will be a cracker. We'll be back with you in 10 minutes.
Confidence. Where does it come from?
Why do some have it more than others?
How can young players find it?
How can beer leaguers get more of it?
How can pros keep it?
It comes from being 100% comfortable with your gear.
Because it's only when your gear feels just right.
Do you have the extra confidence to go all out and play to your fullest potential?
CCM knows that when you feel your best,
You play your best.
That's why they design, engineer, and test
the smallest details to feel just right.
So when you lace up your skates,
Put on your helmet, flex your stick.
or put on your pads,
You might not know why it feels right.
and that's okay. Just know that CCM does. And they got the art down to a science.
So now everyone can feel more comfortable wearing CCM gear.
And feel more confident in taking their performance to the next level. When you feel your best,
you play your best.
because when things feel just right,
Who knows where your best will take you?
This game is our canvas.
Our choice, our freedom.
It's my way.
And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
It's the only way. The ice doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't see color or gender.
All it sees is 60 minutes of pure effort.
A pure fun.
on the ice, we might be enemies.
But in the end, we're all allies.
This game's for everyone.
No matter who you are,
No matter where we're from, we're all ready to hit the ice.
Confidence.
Where does it come from?
Why do some have it more than others?
How can young players find it?
How can beer leaguers get more of it?
How can pros keep it?
It comes from being 100% comfortable with your gear.
Because it's only when your gear feels just right.
Do you have the extra confidence to go all out and play to your fullest potential?
CCM knows that when you feel your best,
You play your best.
That's why they design, engineer, and test
the smallest details to feel just right.
So when you lace up your skates,
Put on your helmet, flex your stick.
or put on your pads,
You might not know why it feels right.
and that's okay. Just know that CCM does. And they got the art down to a science.
So now everyone can feel more comfortable wearing CCM gear.
And feel more confident in taking their performance to the next level. When you feel your best,
you play your best.
Because when things feel just right,
Who knows where your best will take you?
This game is our canvas.
our choice, our freedom.
It's my way.
And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
it's the only way. The ice doesn't discriminate.
It doesn't see color or gender.
All it sees is 60 minutes of pure effort.
A pure fun.
On the ice, we might be enemies, but in the end, we're all allies.
This game's for everyone.
No matter who you are,
No matter where we're from, we're all ready to hit the ice.
Confidence.
Where does it come from?
Why do some have it more than others?
How can young players find it?
How can beer leaguers get more of it?
How can pros keep it?
It comes from being 100% comfortable with your gear.
Because it's only when your gear feels just right.
Do you have the extra confidence to go all out and play to your fullest potential?
CCM knows that when you feel your best,
You play your best.
That's why they design, engineer, and test
the smallest details to feel just right.
So when you lace up your skates,
Put on your helmet.
Flex your stick.
or put on your pads,
You might not know why it feels right.
and that's okay. Just know that CCM does. And they got the art down to a science.
So now everyone can feel more comfortable wearing CCM gear.
And feel more confident in taking their performance to the next level. When you feel your best,
you play your best.
because when things feel just right,
Who knows where your best will take you?
And welcome back to iceHQ, where we're about to get underway with the third period of this game this evening between the Inferno and the Snipers. The Inferno have taken it out to a 5-0 lead so far, and the question on everyone's lips at the moment is, can the Snipers get a couple back? And I suspect, Gossie, that they can. I'd really like to see Conlon. I think she's been so effective for the Snipers throughout this period. She's got to be rewarded by something. And you also made the point that Minram Yang has been a great player offensively as well for the Snipers, and they made lots of opportunities. A couple of uncharacteristic mistakes by the Snipers have given away a couple of easy goals throughout that period. Not that anything's ever necessarily easy, especially when you've got to get the puck past Gargano, but they have made a few little errors, and hockey is a game of mistakes, and that's what they are paying for this evening. But watch for Steph Conlon. The level of physicality she brings to this game is absolutely superb, and she's a really good chance to go through as the Inferno are just horsing around a little bit, but they'll get underway in a moment.
They're going to have to get past Janelle Carson, and I joked with her at the end of the interview. I said, come on, do something out there. And she came back with, I can only do what I can do.
She's made some pretty good saves.
She's been dialed in and saving everything that goes their way. But the
beautiful
conversely,
face-off win by Parrington.
yeah, the Snipers in their bench, they were just talking about, I heard them saying, they're just 5 good shots away.
That's all it
and
takes.
That is not a false statement. And here they come early here, and they need one quick if they were going to get back in this one. And it was Steph Conlon there
was there
going hard on that.
making that opportunity. There was a puck just floating across. It didn't have a lot on it, but it did force Carson to have to make the save. The Snipers will get another offensive zone face-off this time. Parrington winning the last one. Watch here for Sarah Dash to fire it across the front of the net if she can, and perhaps create an initial scoring opportunity from this first face-off here. She does. She plays it back instead, but she wins it. She wins it, Dash.
Krulak battles there with Parrington. It gets on the stick of Dutton, and she just shovels that only as far as Conlon, who gets it back to Dash. Krulak's looking for it in front, and a great active stick by Dutton was able to intercept that one. A nice job by Conlon. Gets it up to Dash. Krulak now goes to the net. Dutton has it behind. She'll be able to load this one up and rim it all the way around, but not able to get it past Raimondo. Raimondo battling with Kelly. It's on the stick of Stringer. Kelly not able to get it past Raimondo. Kelly, Raimondo, Krulak, Stringer, Raimondo, Kelly, Krulak, Stringer, Krulak. Oh, it's everywhere battling here in front of the penalty box, and
the puck did come out of the zone.
It does become offside.
And they are offside, unfortunately, for the Snipers there. The puck did come out of the zone, then they tried to ride it back in again. And no such luck, but a good piece of sustained pressure. Good play tonight, so we've seen so far. Bron Cashin's had a pretty good game with a couple of assists and a pretty close one on a goal opportunity earlier as well from a deflection from Parrington that just didn't quite go.
So here it is on the wall. It's picked up by Julian, looking to join in on the hat-trick party. Cuts inside, cuts outside, and scores! Welcome back, Christina Julian, a hat-trick in her debut game for the season, as she puts 3 past Gargano, and the score truly is now insurmountable at 6-0 here late in the third, or early in the third.
And you can just see she went backwards and forwards around Raimondo, and wasn't much Raimondo can do. She was stuck in that no man's land of defence of, do I go up here and pinch, or do I keep coming back to cover the space? And she was in a position where she couldn't move up because of where the play was. Just really nicely read there by Julian, who is what's she going to be like when she thinks anyway that she's going flat chat, because it looks like she's flat out tonight.
There's only one other girl, I think, in this or woman, in this league that can create the same level of speed through her crossovers, that she's just so good at twisting and turning, and that's Danielle Butler. And here she is again, shot on there, shoveled in front, Gargano down, puck's loose on the stick of Julian, save Gargano, as Julian's looking to get one better than her teammate Courtney, as both are on hat tricks so far tonight.
3 really good scoring opportunities there for the Inferno, but kept out nicely.
Puck just off the skate of Julian, gets it up there for Mendham. Moore took a tumble, but Georgia will be able to get there before Mendham and tie her up. But Mendham does win that puck out. Look to center that. It's now Cashin behind the net. Tries to evade Minram. She'll curl around, get it over to the corner. Julian's looking for it, but Cashin walks out and shoots that into traffic.
Jack would say was just trying to get the puck out of play, but couldn't quite get enough on it.
Mendham, and tapping her stick was Julian, sorry.
Jackwitz with another chance to try and break it out, but kept in nicely by Stringer.
Julian picks up the Aaron puck. She's going to wind, take a shot. Save there by the toe of Gargano. It's loose. It's on the stick of Cashin. Another save by Gargano, and finally cleared by Mayer as the Inferno turning up the heat here against the Snipers.
It doesn't quite go for icing. It's looping around the back now for the Inferno. Dixon, and she's got Rama with her to help out. Occupying that space in front of the net.
We watched by Mahoney, and it's stolen off her, and she's able to take it into space and stretch it over for Crawley. Raimondo will race back and get there first for the Snipers, but here comes Parrington with a barrel of speed, able to steal that off the Sniper defender. Dash comes out with it here, evades Mahoney, evades Crawley, and now stretches it up there for Pickering.
Pickering just lost sight of that one a little bit. Wasn't quite sure that it was coming, but instead it is played out by the Inferno, who are, I've got to say, they found an extra 5% in their feet for this first couple of minutes of this third period.
Mahoney knocks that one off the wall, but can't get it past Howe, who comes in here on Rama. Howe takes it wide, cuts it in front, not able to get the backhand. A shot, though, saved by Carson. And Mahoney now will just shovel it past Ryland and come one-on-one on Raimondo. How many times have we said that tonight?
Well, this time Raimondo wins the battle with a nice poke check, but a beautiful play earlier. It was Emily Rama.
Oh, and she scores! Parrington in front of the net, able to get the rebound off that Aaron shovel, and the Infernos have hit seventh heaven.
And you can see there the benefit of just getting the puck in hard down low on the goalie, and Parrington there able to take advantage of the loose puck. It's a beautiful play in low and hard, and just get that little bounce, and then in she goes.
Parrington just doing that center lane drive, going right to the front of that blue paint, and all Mahoney had to do was throw it on, and the veteran Parrington makes no mistake. So 7-0 here, and you wouldn't think that the Inferno were having trouble scoring this season, as they've broken out with 7 in 2 and a bit periods.
And it's by no means Gargano's fault. There's been a lot of really good quality shots on her. We do have an icing called up now for the Inferno. They'll be brought back. Can the Snipers turn this one into a goal and get a bit of pride out of this one? They managed a couple of weeks ago to do the same thing, get a late goal. See if they can do it again this evening and start to stem the tide. But it's been all Snipers, certainly all Inferno in this early stages of the third period. They're on their toes. The Snipers are on their heels.
Well, it starts with, that offensive opportunity. It starts with the shots. I mean, the shots double here, 28 for the Inferno, 14 for the Snipers. But a shot on there nearly found the top corner, but it went wide. And now Yang Minram will battle there. It's stolen off her stick, though, by Julian. It does come out to the slot area, and Dutton smartly just sends that off the wall, and it won't go down for icing. Intercepted there by Julian, and a save by Gargano, as Julian and Mahoney keep looking to see who's going to get 4 first.
More just a little bit casual there with that puck. I don't think she realised quite how quickly the forecheck was on her.
Minram in front for Krulak, and just fanned on that one as it went off the heel of her stick as she was looking for the one-timer.
There's a saying in hockey that you need a little bit of puck luck, and Krulak didn't have the puck luck that time. It was a great opportunity for her, but just didn't quite go where she needed it.
Conlon hard there, not able to get it past Kelly. Fortuitous bounce finds her, but it's intercepted by Moore. Wines, stolen by Mendham. Julian in alone on a breakaway. Julian moves, save Gargano. Gargano stared down the hat-trick hero and made the big save there with the left pad.
Here come the Inferno again with another opportunity through Parrington, but it doesn't make it. And they will sub off and get themselves a change as the Snipers look to try and break out. A beautiful aggressive forecheck by the Inferno. They're running at what looks like a 1-2-2 forecheck, so they're throwing one forward in deep.
Nice move here. So Ryland, the defenseman, trying to add to the offense here as the Inferno or Snipers still looking for their first goal.
Cashin there wrapped up by Dash. She was trying to get the puck out. Dash did a good job of getting in the way.
Mahoney to Parrington, back to Mahoney. Mahoney with 3 goals and an assist here tonight, assisting on Parrington's most recent goal. Mahoney just cycles it back. Parrington will pick that up. She's being watched by Dash. Centers it for Mahoney. It comes back to Blondin. Blondin winds. Shots nearly deflected there by Mahoney, but picked up there by Parrington.
Inferno starting
Back
to throw a lot of pressure in deep.
Over to Parrington. Parrington looking for Blondin, who is cheating up from the point. Back there. Shot save. Gargano back in the slot area. Diving was Ryland. And now Raimondo will pick that up on the half wall and just take a little bit of a tumble. No one's there, though, and Dash will be able to pick that one up and just get some patience here in the sniper defensive zone.
The Inferno throwing a lot of players in deep, trying to really pile on pressure and attack.
Jackwitz up, and here it is, Mayer. If she gets there first, she's got Jackwitz in front of the net. Mayer centers it and intercepted there by Mahoney with a great back check, and she'll send that down the length of the ice, and this one will go for icing with just under 9 minutes remaining here in the third period.
So the Inferno will be dragged back on. What the Inferno are doing at the moment, if you watch them in attack, just earlier on they had Georgia Carson driving in deep too, leaving just the 1D back. Now they've got enough of padding that letting 1 or 2 goals away won't do them a lot of harm, but it is certainly opening up opportunities for the Snipers to get behind them and get some odd play rushes. So watch for them to keep trying to capitalise on the Snipers, and maybe they can get one back.
That was just the CCM all-out replay of that great toe save by Gargano and diving defensive opportunity there by Ryland. Here's the captain, Moore, sending it up to Howe. It will be a moral victory just to be able to break the goose egg here for the Snipers at this point here in the third period, but it's on the stick of Julian, who's got 3 so far tonight. Drops it back for Dixon, not able to poke it past his Howe. Dixon takes a shot on, a bouncer, deflects wide into the corner. Pickering picks that one up, and now we'll get that out into the neutral zone. She chips that forward just out of the reach of Howe. Minram in the slot area, Pickering in front of the net. Back to Minram. Minram centers and ramps off the stick of Carson right onto the goal scorer, Christina Julian. 1-on-2. Julian goes in, winds, shot, she scores! Christina Julian with her 4th goal of the game as she takes it wide and roots it over the shoulder of Liv Gargano.
You can see there she was beautifully forced wide there. The defensive player Raimondo did a pretty good job of forcing her out wide for a bad angle, but the shot was just too good over the shoulder of Gargano there by Julian, and she has found another gear today. So whatever it is that she's done to find this form, whatever it is, it's working, that's for sure.
The one that they call CJ is certainly jubilant this evening as she's got 4 goals, 4 of 8, as the Inferno have exploded here against the Snipers, who have had no answer for the goal scorers. It's back to Dash, though, and Dash shoots that one just wide, and now with Conlon back behind, they're definitely trying to just get something to cheer about here for the Snipers. The deflection goes on, and again, Carson makes the save with no rebound.
It's that combination with Conlon on the ice that she's always been dangerous. When she's on the ice as well with Dash, they've created some pretty good opportunities, the Snipers, and they certainly aren't lying down and taking this. They are giving it absolutely everything they can.
So this is currently looking at minus 27 goal differential for the Snipers. They've been bleeding goals recently and not able to get it on the score sheet. So, just getting one is going to help. And a tangle there down below as Conlon and Parrington got into each other there, but no penalty on the call. Puck centered, looking for Mahoney, who now has 1 less than her teammate Julian in tonight's game.
Raimondo now just behind the net trying to find some play, but that forechecking pressure by the Inferno has been superb this evening. They've done a great job of keeping the Snipers pinned down a lot and really forcing them to not be able to break out cleanly.
Conlon centers it up for Dash. Makes a nice move here. She's got Krulak. This line has looked dangerous. Went on attack. Great shot there. Rebound, though. Picked up here by Dash. She'll just cycle that back behind the net. In for it will be Krulak, but Parrington was able to get there first. Krulak does a nice job to tie her up. Dash picks up the loose puck. Mayer just looking for some space and eventually stolen there by Dutton.
Dash was trying to find Krulak in the slot, but she was being very nicely marked there by Stringer.
Dutton coming forward, just shovels that into the corner. Mahoney's going to go chase that down with Harvey back first for the Snipers.
Dutton just shoving the Snipers out of the way as they Inferno wrapping around trying to get another shot on the net.
Mahoney drops it back for Carson. Carson, little fan shot there, stolen by Mayer. Gets it up to Krulak, takes it over the blue line. She's got 3 white jerseys around her, though, and will just have to fight for that in the corner. Sends it back to the point for Harvey. Harvey takes a shot, a weak one off the leg, and now picked up by the Inferno's Blondin. Does eventually get that out. Mahoney wasn't able to chip that one past, and now the Inferno will have wholesale line changes. Carson up to Mendham, who gives it up to Cashin. Great poke check there by Moore. Able to steal it is Mendham, who takes a shot on it, bounces, and down is Gargano and decides not to cover that one up as she just shoveled it into the corner for Harvey to go chase. Julian, with 4 goals already in the game, picks it up, gives it back to Carson, comes in front. Funnily enough, the Inferno, who haven't been able to score, have definitely missed Carson with 4 goals tonight. She's only 1 behind Courtney Mahoney for the season-leading goals there for the Inferno.
Here's another opportunity for the Snipers, but it's stolen by none other than Mendham.
And here she is. Nice move. Comes in backhand. Toe save by Gargano. Mendham can't believe it as she looks skyward. I can't wait to see this on the CCM All-Out replay. Gargano with the gargantuous save.
Mendham with a great chance there, but as you say, Gossie, you can't write him out. Gargano, she is going to do a great job all night. She's made an awful lot of saves tonight, 34 shots on the net.
She's been good on those one-on-ones too. She's stopped a number of breakaways tonight, and none better than that save as she just stretched out that toe and was able to steal that from the heart of Britt Mendham. But here comes Dash, and what a move, dashing through. Wasn't able to get past Rama after deking through 2 other Inferno defenders. Puck comes out into the slot area. Mahoney there, but pinching is Ryland. Rama able to get it over to Mahoney, who does lead the Inferno with 5 goals so far this season.
The puck is not quite able to be picked up there by Parrington, and they've dumped it in for an icing. The puck will be brought back. The score gap is too large at the moment for there to be stop time. So if you're the Inferno and you want to break, you can just dump the puck down the other end and run the clock down. On the other hand, if you're the Snipers, you want to try and get a goal on there. You haven't got much time to do it. They've only got just over 2 minutes to do it. And they've certainly had chances. 17 shots on the net for no goals. That's a lot of shots.
I think I know we've spoken about her a lot as well, but just looking at some of these stats, Christina Julian, 4 goals
there it
tonight.
Is loose.
She only had 5 all last season, right? Big game for her. And here's Crawley now, and she goes in. Courtney Mahoney was looking for a loose puck, but a nice job by Dash, able just to keep that on the wall. It's intercepted here by Ryland. There's just under 2 minutes left here for the Snipers to get a goal and break the goose egg. I won't use the S word because Janelle Carson might kill me.
Ryland was trying to find Dash there and very nearly did.
But here she is. So
Mahoney.
Mahoney coming out wide, just winds, looking for a pass in front, and a nice diving block there by Ryland. But a shot comes in and just knocked off the glove there by Gargano, who's made her 26th save of the game.
Just under a minute and a half now to play. Can the Snipers get one?
Oh, and here's Mahoney in alone. Mahoney saved there by Gargano. Stared down the hat-trick hero and made the save. I think that's the second time I've had to say that tonight.
Dash just trying to get the puck up the ice. Got a chance now, the Snipers. There's a loose puck on the ice. The stick on the ice. It's been great. 1 minute to go in the game.
So one last shift here for Christina Julian to add to her goal tally. It comes out front to Crawley. Save there by Gargano. Pad down. Ryland rims it around. These Sniper players have been out for a while. Crawley with it. Backhands it over to Julian. Stolen by Dash. Chipped out by Howe, and Dutton now has it just by the center dot.
Snipers with one last chance here to try and get the puck in.
And it's Howe getting the puck forward. Mahoney or Dixon, though, with the back check, able just to rim that forward. Kelly in on Ramundo. She'll go D to D to Harvey. Harvey up to Minram. What a kick there, and shoveled down in the corner. So we got 18 seconds. It's truly last chance saloon, and the pass in front there for Krulak was intercepted, and the Inferno now will get the puck out of the zone, and that should be it as they win 8-0 on a big game by Mahoney and Julian as we welcome her back for her first game at the PWHL this season.
Absolutely outstanding, and welcome back to Julian, who was, as you say, Gossie, absolutely outstanding. But I think we've got to give a lot of credit to Gargano, who made an awful lot of saves in that game. 38 shots on her, and there was a couple more in that last minute that may or may not have been counted, but she made some defining saves throughout the game. There weren't enough, unfortunately, because 8 of them did get past her. So in the end, a bit of a drubbing for the Snipers, 8 to the Inferno, 0 to the Snipers. Shots on the net, 38 to the Inferno to 18. So roughly twice as many you'd expect from that to get around about a 2-1 scoreline, not an 8-0 scoreline. So the job done by Janelle Carson was superb. The Snipers did create some really nice opportunities, some really good play, in particular Steph Conlon and also Yang Minram, who was an absolute dynamite rocket ship throughout the entire game, but they couldn't break the drought, so they gave Carson, well not gave, but Carson was able to get the shutout. But the Snipers, it's not all over for them yet. Having a look at the ladder and the way that it stands, there are still no guaranteed places in the league. It is still possible, theoretically at least, for the Dogs to finish off on the bottom of the ladder, but you'd be crazy to think that it was likely to happen. So it's going to be a battle for second place between these two teams to see if they can get through. But the place is not all decided yet on the ladder. We will have to wait and see. After the next round or two, it will start to solidify, but it is certainly everything on at the moment. Great game by Lucy Parrington. She started to really get some shots on the net and create a lot of pressure, and that's what she needed to do, and as a result, we have seen those goals to the Inferno. We will be having an interview very shortly. Anton Goss has just dashed over as the Inferno have a good celebration. It was time. They did desperately need to score some goals, and they have certainly broken the drought today with that scoreline, in particular with welcome back to Christina Julian. It's going to be interesting to see the battle when they come up against the Dogs, and that will be in just a week or so. The next game between the Dogs and the Inferno is next week, and the Inferno, with the return of Julian, and the Dogs will not have their main goal scorer, who will be away, I believe, for the rest of the season, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to make it very interesting. They didn't score many goals last week, the Dogs, as they were missing one particular number one goal scorer in the league. And so we will see if the Dogs can keep the running going when they are down their number one goal scorer. We'll be cutting over to an interview very shortly with Anton before we wind it up for the coverage. We'll see who it is. He might just have grabbed himself Janelle Carson, who he will probably have a chat to about the joys of a shutout when you've had 18 shots. So we'll cut over to that in just a moment. Just waiting for the cameras to get themselves sorted out. Yep, certainly, and Anton has got Janelle Carson to have a chat with. We're just waiting for the cameras to get sorted and ready.
Alrighty, Carl, we're here with Janelle Carson. Absolute sparkling game tonight. I mean, you stopped everything that came your way, right?
Yeah. Had some pretty great defense behind me today, which was, well, rather in front of me. But yeah, it was a pretty great game. There's lots of fun out there.
Yeah, I mean, the team, like pregame, we were talking about how the big thing this season is you guys haven't been able to score. Like you yourself, you had a 9-4 save percentage. Like you've been able to stop them, but you haven't been able to put pucks in the net. But if you look at that score sheet tonight, it doesn't seem like you guys struggled scoring. What was it like in the room, and how'd you guys get that offensive prowess?
Yeah, I think the energy was absolutely fantastic tonight. Anyone that steps into the Inferno change room can see how much fun we're having. Like, it's just a very infectious energy, which is amazing. But I think having Christina Julian back makes a world of difference. She's an incredible iceHQ player. Yeah, just an incredible athlete. Having Courtney Mahoney out there, those two work fantastic. And yeah, it was just putting them away tonight, which was amazing. But Liv did an absolutely incredible job. She's a young goalie, and she stopped some real big ones out there. She was big for her team, so very proud of her. And she's a little demon, so yeah, really proud of her.
Definitely. I think I said a number of times gargantuous saves, but some of the fans have been asking me about gargantuous question to ask, and we're coming here to the end of the season. Everyone's interested, like for the AWIHL season, if you know who you're going to be playing with for the girls.
I absolutely do know who I'm going to play with. It hasn't been announced yet, but I think I might need some new coloured pads. So I'll leave it at that for now and wait till it's announced. And yeah, we'll see how we go, hey?
Very exciting. So get the rumor mill going, Janelle. Hell of a game. 18 saves for the shutout. Keep it up, and we look forward to seeing you guys go for the finals.
Awesome. Thanks so much, mate. Appreciate it.
All right, back to you, Carl. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Janelle, there. So great little bit of hints and clues there about what's coming up with the AWIHL over the upcoming summer, where the Melbourne Ducks will be playing 8 games, not just 6, 4 of those 8 games will be, 2 of them will be in Perth and 2 will be in Brisbane, but 2 will be here against the Melbourne Ice and 2 will be at Docklands for a final series, so they get an extra 2 games to play, which will be great for them. Of course, the player missing from the Dogs, Danielle Butler, she has scored most of the goals but in the league, but now hot on her heels in just the one game, Christina Julian, who is absolutely making a beeline for that high-scoring position in the Ducks. What happens for the... have multi-pronged attack, but that's just diminished a little bit, and will the Inferno be able to take them on next week and see if they can be the first team to give the Dogs a beating? We will not know until next week, and that is round 3, game 2 on game 2, which will be game 8 of the series, Friday the 2nd of April at 7:25 p.m. here at iceHQ. It will be the Inferno versus the Dogs. The Snipers will have the bye. It's going to be a thriller. Bring it on.